Hey everybody, Marcus here from BlackOvis. I am here with Chris Derrick, Product Line Manager at Sitka Gear, and we are here to talk about the Traverse Universe, the latest offering from Sitka. Super excited about it. Now Chris, I know that you had a big hand in developing this line, so what can you tell us about it?
The great thing about this is, it's really developed a really easy to understand system, maybe for somebody that's first coming into Sitka or is looking for a few add-on pieces, maybe that's in a different pattern than they've used before, but it runs across categories. So this Traverse pursuits or different types of categories. So whether you're a whitetail hunter, a big game hunter, a waterfowl hunter, there's going to be pieces in this line that work for you to develop a good foundational system that, everything that you need from an outerwear piece other than maybe your base layer, or before you step up into like laminate-based solutions that might be like Windstopper or Gore-Tex. The Traverse family is going to give you everything that you need to set your foundational system. So it includes, there is the Traverse pant, which has been a fan favorite, used for years, but these are now all moving into recycled textiles too. So one of the changes when we want to be environmentally responsible, so all of the pieces that you see in there have actually upped and started using recycled content for the main body material.
Okay.
So that's something that we're trying to do as well. So from the bottom standpoint, there's a good pant. There's a bib that's available in the line in both elevated and subalpine. So this is going to be, for those of you that remember the Fanatic Light bib, this is going to be actually a little bit warmer than the old Fanatic Light is. There's a high gauge Berber that's in the main body, and a great way to be able to, add another top or another layering system to the pant that you have. And then from a top standpoint, we have the hoodie. Those of you who are waterfowl and really have like the gradient textile, or maybe on the whitetail line have used the Equinox hoodie, for example, those are now merged into this family. So you're going to have that same Berber material that you have before, but we've made some changes like, some of the zippers are now full length zippers. So like some of the gradient styles maybe were only a half pull on, so that's a full length, more of like a jacket. And then, in addition to moving to recycled textiles, we also wanted to allow people to be able to repair these a little bit. So some of the old pockets that we had maybe had like an overlaid film. That's really actually problematic. It looks nice, but problematic when it comes to a repair standpoint. So if you were to ever maybe get mud in there and break that zipper head, this can now be sent into our repair center and repaired way more easily than the original. So, that's why we don't want you just like, oh, I broke this zipper head or the zipper, now this is just something that's getting thrown in the garbage. We actually want to keep these in the field for a long time for everyone. So that's why we've built them in a more repairable way. And it's also available in a jacket. So the difference is the hoodie is going to have the hood and the face mask, but the jacket, comes, so if you don't want another hood in your system.
Sometimes you end up just having so many hoods back there that you need something that doesn't.
Yeah, I can't personally. I can do one, maybe two hoods. Yeah. And then, once I start to stack too many hoods, they're always in the way.
You basically got an airplane pillow back there. It's at a certain point and you're about to take a nap.
Yeah, so you can build out which is the right for you. We have a beanie, we have the hat, and then there's also the glove, which is a great glove. If you've liked the gradient glove in the past, or the Traverse or the Fanatic glove, they're all going to be using that same textile. Now it's available in a solid, so if you're in a blind situation, that's my go-to glove. When I'm sitting in a very dark black blind, I'm going to use that. And then the Traverse hoodie in a black textile. You can see it here. I have it in a deep lichen. And then for those of you waterfowlers that are out there, we also do have this in a white awesome. As well. So if you're hunting snow goose,
that's going to be a warm piece to have.
Yes.
Very comfortable and very quiet.
Yes. And then from a women's standpoint, we actually even have a women's jacket, and we have a women's glove that are also in here. So, ladies out there, if you're looking for a really cozy jacket, my wife wears hers all the time. The Traverse hoodie is good for that as well.
Awesome. And I'll just dive into a couple of features that I've noticed, and you can expound more upon these. I noticed with the bib that there's adjustable straps at the top if you're worried about sizing. I mean, this looks like there's a good range of variation. So if If you're worried about that, that's built in. And then the next thing is the zippers. So on the left side, there's a zip that goes down the whole left side except for the top, and then on the right side, you've got a full zip going all the way up and down. Any reason behind that?
Yeah, so that's really with the setup. So we could have a hand warmer pocket in here, which has the Berber fleece on the inside. But if you've ever had a jacket that or a bib that doesn't have a center front zip, getting in and out of it can be kind of a pain, especially if you're in like a tree stand. You kind of wind up doing like the shimmy, and you kind of to get it over your other set. So the way this is set up is this is a two-way zip, so you can zip from the bottom all the way up to here. And then when you're putting this on, what I'll typically do is I'll run these zippers down here and set all of the zipper heads around my hip. So now this opening allows you to get right inside of your bib, be able to get your boot while out taking off your footwear. And then when you close everything up, you still have the ability to move these two zipper heads and vent out the side. So now I just open one on the left side, but on the right side, I have a vent that's running this way and that way. So you can now shed heat if you're on the move. And then if you're using the restroom, we always have our two-way fly. So this is mainly like if you're wearing a harness or something along those lines, easier to open your fly from the bottom or top, depending on how your harness is laid out on you.
Awesome. And I noticed also there's a top pocket right here, a zip pocket at the very top. And on the inside, you've actually got even more adjustability. There's a strap with Velcro that you can really cinch this to your torso to make that fit even better.
Yeah, I think it's a great, like if you were to put this all on and you were to get started, and then maybe you want to get later in the season, maybe you take the, this hoodie and add the Stratus or the Jetstream vest on top of that. And then that's going to give you a little wind stopper on top of the Traverse family. So that's how you can basically use this as your foundational system, and then add a few other pieces to make a good economical decision to be able to get later on in the season, but give you that extra protection from the elements.
Let us know if you have any questions below in the comments. We'd be happy to answer them, or give us a call. Thanks for watching.